All right. Always starting class with a salute. Welcome, everyone. All right. So we're going to get started with that practice, which is going to serve as our warm up. Remember that I'm going to turn and face the other direction so that we all move in the same way. I'm going to give you a lot of verbal cues if you're new so that we can try our best to move through it together. All right. So we're going to start in prepare. So that means we're starting shoulders width apart. Arms are to the outside, fingertips brush the sides of the thighs. Check in with your lower back. Is it nice and relaxed, allowing you to soften your knees? And we're lifting up through the crown of the head. So we're finding length from our neck all the way down through our tailbone. We're going to start with opening. Rotate the palms and lift the arms up to shoulder height and shoulder width. The upper arms go down first, then the forearms, and the palms come and sit in front of your hips like they're sitting on a table. You're going to shift your weight to your left. Turn on your right heel 45 degrees. Reach that right arm out in front. Left arm comes underneath. Lift the left arm up. Press down with the right arm. I'm so sorry, everyone. We got a puppy who wants to join in. Hold for 1 second. All right, you ready? Let's continue on. We're going to have puppy Tai Chi today. All right, shift your weight to the right. Turn on that left heel. Everything turns together. Rotate both arms. We're going to step out, and we're going to hinge that right arm up and press down with that left palm. Roll back. Rotate both arms to the corner direction. Shift your weight back, turn from your waist, and arms go to the left corner. We're going to take the left palm and press it into your right forearm. Now expand up and out for press. Open up both arms, make them nice and flat. We're going to bring those palms back and over a ball till they sit up in front of the chest, and then we're going to push to shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Now we're going to shift some weight back, separate the arms. Right arm comes a little bit back, open the toes less than corner. Right arm comes on top, left arm comes underneath, and we're going to be parting the wild horse's mane. So we're going to use our waist turning, left palm faces the sky, right palm sitting down. Fair lady works at shuttles. Shift your weight back. Last movement for practice. Arms level out. Turn on your left heel. You have to look away from your screen entirely. We're going to keep turning to our right. Relax your left foot. Right arm comes underneath, and we're going to step all the way behind us to about 10:30. Hinge that right arm up overhead, and we're going to turn on our left heel as we rotate both palms. Fair lady works at shuttles. Now remember, the arms are on two planes. That left palm is reaching out. The right arm is overhead. And we're leaning into it. Fair lady works at shuttles. Okay. Ooh, good end postures. Very nice. Okay, let's do it again. All right, so we're getting warmed up, okay? So just watch one time so that you can see that turn before we continue on, okay? So remember, we're starting here, and we're going to turn all the way around to end up back there, okay? So just watch. We're going to flatten out the arms. We're going to turn on our left heel all the way to, say, 6 o'clock. Then we're going to turn that right palm facing up. So both palms are up. Now, as we pick up that foot, we're going to pass that palm underneath. Now we stop, and our left arm and our right leg are to the corner direction, say 10:30. Then we're going to move a little bit of weight, and then we're going to move all the weight for a normal bow stance to the corner direction. Okay. Keep in mind, again, that is one of the hardest movements in the form, okay? There are ways to modify. I'll walk you through that as well, okay? So the footwork is just, instead of doing this giant step here, remember, this is difficult, right? Once we get to here, we're going to step behind us. And then we're going to step to straight, or 9 o'clock. Then we're going to step out for normal corner bow stance, and finish off the move, okay? So we're doing an extra step. What's most important? Listening to our bodies and being safe in our movements, right? So let's practice again. We're going to take it nice and slow, and we're going to get into our flow a little bit. Remember, the slower we move, the more micro muscles we're using, the more we're connecting with our bodies. So running through that checklist, head lifting up, shoulders down, tailbone tucked, little piece of fruit under our arms, and a big deep breath of exhale and release all the tension. Float those arms up, shoulder height and shoulder width for opening. Upper arms go down, forearms, and then palms come sit in front of your hips. Shift your weight to the left. Turn on your right heel 45 degrees. Reach that right arm out in front, left arm bends underneath, and we're going to step to 12 o'clock. Left arm comes up, right palm presses down in front of the hip, ward off left. Torso's vertical. Shift some weight back. Turn your whole body, leg, waist, arms, everything together. Rotate both palms, left palm facing down, right fingertips point down. Now bend that right arm underneath as you step out to 3 o'clock. Left arm's reaching out. Hinge that arm up and press down with the left palm, ward off right. Rotate both arms to the corner. Right palm seated, left palm facing the sky. Shift your weight back, turn from your waist, roll back. Left palm to right forearm, nice and close. Then we can expand up and out for press. Flatten both arms. Come back over that ball, sit up the palms, and then push. All right. Shift some weight back. Left arm reaches forward, right arm comes back, toes open just a little bit. Now big circle with the arms. Left arm bends underneath. We're looking towards the left palm. Now we're going to use our waist turning to show parting the wild horse's mane. Shift your weight back, flatten the arms, let them level out. Turn from your waist on your left heel. Now, right palm's gonna face up as well. Okay, relax that right foot. Remember, you're looking away from your screen entirely right now. So both feet are straight to 6 o'clock. Both palms face the sky. Now pick up your right foot, pass that right arm underneath, and stepping to the corner. Hinge the right arm up, and then rotate both palms. Fair lady works shuttles. Okay, how are we doing? I know that this is hard. All right. I love the end postures are beautiful. How is the transition going? Are we doing okay? Okay. All right. Let's do it from the opposite direction. Okay. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but we're going to start facing the opposite direction with parting the wild horse's mane so that when we turn, you can see your screen. Okay. So that's why we're going to do it. So then we can start the normal direction and look away. Okay. So we're going to start at parting the wild horse's mane. So remember, this is not a normal bow stance. It's a normal bow stance in the shape, but we're not going to straight and we're also not going to corner. So we have to find this in between. So each foot is going to be either a little bit more than straight, but it's less than corner, okay? We're leaning into it. We have our left arm up overhead, reaching out a little bit closer. Right hand by your hip. Beautiful. Okay, so remember, this movement is that turning of your waist. It's that turning that gives us that meaning, okay? So that palm's really gonna face the sky. All right. Fair lady work shuttles. Shift your weight back and flatten your arms, okay? So they kind of level out. So right arm comes up, left arm goes down. Beautiful. Relax the shoulders, everyone. There we go. Okay, Turn from your waist, turn on your left heel, face your screen. Okay, now relax your right foot and turn your right palm up. Remember, don't scoop, just rotate. Okay, now right arm's gonna come underneath as we step to the corner. Then we move a little bit of weight and then full bow stance. Nice. Okay. So I know that most people are not here for martial arts, right? But knowing the meaning helps us with where our body should be. Okay. So first thing we want to think is that this turning could be throwing someone. Okay. So I want you to think whole body turns. That makes sense, right? Now you can see, and I see more of you turning more, okay? So that's very important. When we do it in the traditional form, both palms face down, so it makes more sense in terms of if we had grabbed someone, that it would be a full body turning, okay? But in this form, we're gonna keep our left palm facing the sky, and we're just gonna level them out. But the meaning is a big throwing movement, okay? So what happens if I dealt with one opponent and I threw them this way and somebody else was coming from over here? I can't see, right? I don't know what's coming from behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show blocking. I'm going to block out and I'm going to connect with the center of the forearm. Okay, so we want to think we're going to use this arm that's underneath and it's going to hinge up. Okay, we're using the center of the forearm and we're hinging up. So what happens next? We wouldn't want that punch or whatever it is coming towards us to come right to our chest or our face over this, right? We're going to hinge it up and overhead. So we're going to connect and then we're going to keep that momentum from our opponent going overhead. But we're not here to just deflect, right? In Tai Chi, it's always we're going with what our opponent does, but after we deflect them overhead, that's why we have the left palm here. So we're gonna come up and we're gonna strike next, okay? So we wanna go from here where we're sitting up and we're gonna turn over and make a beautiful left palm strike, okay? Now again, are you here for martial arts? Probably not, right? Most people aren't. But now do you understand why we're moving in the way we're moving and where your body should be a little bit more, right? That's why we talk about it. The other aspect of Tai Chi is meditation. Well, how do we get that meditation? Because now all you're thinking about is Tai Chi and what your body's doing and why, instead of all the other things that are going on in life, right? So let's try to imagine all these different things. Okay, so starting and parting the wild horse's mane. Remember, each foot is a little bit less than corner. We still have a normal bow stance. So if you turned your right foot to point the same direction as your left, you would still have two lines between your feet, okay? So left palm reaching out, right hand sitting by your hip, parting the wild horse's mane. Beautiful. Okay, first things first. Shift your weight back and level out the arms. Right arm comes up, left arm goes down. Now use waist, body turning. We're thinking we're throwing our opponent and turn your left foot as far as possible. Now we're setting up. So that right palm is going to come back a little bit and then across to your chest, facing up as you relax that right foot. So don't move. I'm going to move. Don't move. Okay, we want to be here. So right palm is facing up, left arm is still reaching out, okay? It hasn't changed at all. It's still in that same position. We're just taking our right palm and we're turning it so it faces up. Perfect, okay. Now from here, alternate footwork. step behind you. Turn on your left heel till it's facing to straight. Nice. Now step to the corner with your right foot. Make sure that left arm is still reaching out, okay? And it's to the corner. It's not until right here we're going to move a little bit of weight that left hand comes to your shoulder. See how it disappears out of your sight? Yes, and that right arm is blocking, right? We don't know what's behind us. Now send that punch overhead as you issue a palm strike. Beautiful. So nice. Let's do it again. Nice. Okay. Remember, this is a really hard move, okay? This is one of the most difficult transitions in the entire form, okay? So from Parting the Wild Horse's mane, beautiful. Left arm extended, nice and long, right hand by your hip. Flatten out both arms, level them out, okay? Keep that left arm extended, okay? Turn from your waist. Left arm stays extended. Right palm's going to turn up as you relax the right foot. Now you're going to pick up the foot, and if you can, step to corner. Left arm faces the corner, right? Then we ward off up, and then a palm strike. Beautiful. Remember that right arm's really rounded overhead. It's reaching out nice and long. And we have two different planes with our palms. So that left arm's more extended. Yes, beautiful. All right, you ready for the challenge? We have to do the exact same thing, but you have to look away from your screen. Okay, so when we do the turn, I know you're smiling. You got this, okay? So we're going to go the normal direction. The normal direction means that when we do this turn, we start here, and you now have to look away from your screen. And then you finally get to peek back kind of through your arm at your screen, okay? All right, let's do it. All right, from the normal direction. So parting the wild horse's mane. Left palm facing the sky, right hand by your hip. Just like before, follow all the same steps. Shift your weight back and level out the arms. Now turn, show throwing or pulling. Relax the right foot, turn the right palm to the sky. Pick up the right foot and you're gonna step to the corner direction behind you. Left arm's gonna face the same way. Hinge that right arm up, and then we show left palm strike. Now, something to check is your left arm should be in the same direction as your right foot. Remember, two planes, and we're not close. We're extended overhead, leaning into it. Perfect. Very nice. Okay, let's do it again, right? Repetition is key, okay? Just think about this. We have this movement on the other side, and it's so much easier because you get to look, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? This is the hardest one, so we're gonna keep working on it, but we're gonna add in the next one, okay? So from parting the wild horse's mane, left arm extended, right hand by your hip, flatten out both arms, shift your weight. Turn from your waist, whole body turns, look away from your screens. Keep turning to your right. Pick up that right foot, keep turning. And step to the corner. Show blocking or warding off up, and then palm strike. Is it getting easier? Oh, it looks good. Okay. Remember, we're going to keep building on this, okay? This is the hardest movement in the whole form, okay? Let's talk about the next one, okay? Just because it's the similar movement, but it's a lot easier, so then we can practice these two together, okay? So just watch. I'm going to walk you through it a couple of times, all right? I'm going to show you the movement, Then we're going to break down the footwork and then the arms, okay? So we start in Fair Lady Works Shuttle. Now we're going to go and we're going to do the other side. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shift back our weight and press down with the arms. We're still looking to the corner. We're going to pick up and step to straight. Now this time that left arm is going to pass underneath, and we're going to do the arm and leg together, and then it's going to be a right palm strike. Nice. Okay. So just watch. All right. We're just going to break it down. Okay. So the first thing is the footwork. We're going from corner to the other corner. So we start in a bow stance. We shift our weight back, and we're just going to pick up and step to straight. So to 9 o'clock. Then it's a normal transition where we're going to pull our foot in, and then we're going to step out to the corner and move that weight forward. Okay, so let's do this together. All right. So starting with your left foot straight, sink your weight in. Remember to keep that knee in line. Natural sinking, don't push too hard, and step out to the corner direction, bow stance. Now I want you to check. If you turn your left foot to the same direction, do you have two lines between your feet? So we're not crossed. We have that width to our stance, and we feel stable from left to right. Okay, good. All right, now shift your weight back. So all the weight's in your left leg. Pick up your right foot and step it to straight. So just put it right back down where it was, but it went from corner to straight, okay? Now you're going to shift your weight to your right leg because it's going to be your back foot. We're going to pick up the left leg, and then that's going to step out to the corner. And then we're going to move our weight forward. Okay, so normal bow stance, 60 and 40% in the back, right, in terms of our weight distribution, okay? Where do we feel the weight? Centered on our whole foot. Now you can see in the camera, the feet are almost on one line. Do you see that? If it was like a plank of wood, that's what achieves that corner direction with both feet on two lines. Okay, so it's not actually on the same line like this. Okay, see how if I was on a plank of wood, if I did that, I'm too wide. All right, I've got too much space between my feet. Okay, but we don't want to be like this. All right, because then I feel super wobbly this way. So how do we check? We literally just take our back foot and we turn it to the same direction as our front foot. And if you look, we should have a space between our feet so it was shoulder width apart, okay? So important. That's going to build a lot of leg strength, okay? So let's do it again. Sink into that left leg, step to the corner, and move forward. Fair Lady Works Shuttles, okay? So our torso is straight. You're going to shift your weight back and you're going to turn your waist. So now our waist is facing to straight, or our torso. You pick up that right foot, put it in the same place, but make sure it's facing 9 o'clock, okay? Now shift your weight, and we're gonna step out. We're gonna keep our waist open, we're gonna turn open, and then we're gonna turn to straight. Yes, perfect, okay? How much easier is that, right? That's like a breather after the big turn, okay? So let's talk about the arms, all right? So I'm not gonna mirror you. I'm just gonna show you regular. So right arm's overhead, left palm is reaching out, okay? So first things first, we wanna think press down, okay? So I'm gonna show you this a couple of times because I just want you to see them connect together, okay? So how do we do this? If the right palm is up overhead, just let it come down. That's it, okay? So we're just coming from overhead and we're just pressing it down, all right? So now that left palm is seated, right? Because it was a strike. Perfect. It's just gonna relax and face down. So we're going from two planes, right? That left arm's reaching out and that right palm's overhead. And now that right arm's going to come forward and the left arm comes back and we're going to press down. Yes. Now, ladies, I want you to relax the elbows. We all do this. This is like a lady thing for some reason. We like to reach a little bit too far. I want you to chill. Yeah. Okay. So we're still using our arms, right? They're still like feeling the burn from holding them up for 45 minutes, but we're not going to extend too much. Okay. So let's try one more time. So left palm reaching out, right arm overhead. And now that right arm's going to come forward and down. That left arm's going to come back and we're going to press down. Perfect. So now when we end up, our left fingers point to the center of our right forearm. Okay, so if you can see here, this is the shape that we end up with, but it's on the horizontal plane. Perfect. Okay, so now that left arm is going to come back a little bit. It's going to separate so that it can come and turn up. And both arms are going to face up. Okay, yes. Okay, so now we're going to bring that left arm underneath. This is the shuttling part. Okay, now we know the meaning, right? Something's coming, we don't know what. Connect up and bring that right hand to your shoulder. I'm going to turn, don't turn. I'm just going to show you. Elbow pointing down. So it's up in front of your shoulder. Because what's going to happen next? Don't kink the hand if you can avoid it. Try to relax that palm. So now you're going to turn it over, sit it up, and then from here, palm strike. Beautiful. Yes. All right, we're going to do it again. Remember, steps, right? All right, so right arm overhead, left palm out in front. Okay, so that right arm's going to reach out and press down, and the left arm's going to come back. Now check. Fingertips pointing to the center of the forearm, right? Relax the arms. Now, both palms are going to face up. So bring that left elbow back a little bit. Turn both palms facing up. Bring the left arm underneath. And now this part could be breaking a grab and then palm strike. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. Remember, we're building, okay? This takes time. Remember, these two movements specifically are a lot harder, okay, because of these big circles, okay? The one thing I want to mention, and I'm not even seeing it, but I just want to put it in your head, is when we do this circling, we just want to avoid a scoop, okay? So that left arm, it's going to make a little circle. It's going to pull back, and then it's going to come facing up, okay? So it's coming out and then up. So if I face you, okay, or if I mirror you here, take your left palm, it's pressing down, okay? You're going to pull your elbow to the left side. You're going to face that palm up and then bring it back to center. Okay, yes. So let's do it again. So that left palm is facing down. You're going to draw it back and then come across and the palm comes up. Okay, so yeah, that was perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so why is it called Fair Lady Work Shuttles? All right, very old and stuff. We talked about this last week. If you've ever seen an early 1900 sewing machine, maybe even 1800, they had little shuttles. Okay, they almost look like little bullets. And this went across and it brought the thread back and forth. So you had your needle that was going down, and then you had this shuttle of the thread going back and forth across that made your bottom that your loops together to sew. The other thing we can think of is a loom. okay, with all the threads running this way, and then you weave or you shuttle that thread through back and forth across, okay? So this arm, when it does this pulling back and coming across, is shuttling, okay? So that's what we want to think of, and it's so important to avoid the scoop and up, okay? So we do have a lot of this kind of scooping almost in ward off right? That is a closing this way, not in this movement. We want to shuttle that arm horizontally across the body, okay? And then the next thing we do is we ward off up and overhead. Nice, okay? Now we know so much of the meaning. Let's try and put it together. We're gonna do it step by step, okay? So we're starting with our left foot straight and our right foot to corner direction, okay? Remember, the first one is left palm striking and right arms overhead, and we want to check we have that left palm extended out. Okay, as we shift our weight back, we're going to reach out and press down with the right arm, and the left palm comes back. So now all of your weight should be in that left leg, and the arms are sitting down, left fingers point to the right forearm. Okay, now is a little bit of a harder timing. As you're picking up your right foot, you're gonna rotate both arms, and you're gonna step, the palms are gonna face up, and you're gonna bring that left arm underneath as you pick up your left foot. So we want to end up here where that right arm's extended over and the left arm is underneath. Now, that hinging of the left arm, that warding off up, is going to happen with the leg stepping to corner. Perfect. Now move your weight forward for a bow stance and strike with the right palm. Yes. Awesome, okay? So watch one time because I know you have to look away from your screen, okay? I'm just gonna call out what we say are checkpoints or maybe Kodak moments, whatever you wanna think of, okay? So we start here in Fair Lady. Number one is sink your weight back and press down, okay? Two, we're gonna pick up our foot and step, both palms face up, okay? Three, bring the arm underneath and pick up the foot. Now, arm and leg go out together. And then from here, we're gonna strike with the right palm. Nice. Okay. Lot going on, right? It's not like grasping the bird's tail. We have a lot of different changes, a lot of different circling. So let's do it again. All right. So sink into that left leg, step out with the right, right arm's overhead, left palm is striking. Okay. Number one, shift your weight back and press down. Remember, relax those arms. Now you're going to shuttle. So bring that left arm back, pick up the right foot and step it to straight. Both palms face the sky. Now, shuttle the arm underneath and pick up the leg. Your right arm's going to face to the corner. Perfect. Arm and leg go out together. Beautiful. And then a palm strike. Everyone nailed it. You nailed it. That was awesome. Okay. Let's do it again. Repetition is key, right? It's the only way to burn it in. So left leg, nice bow stance to the corner, right arm overhead, left palm striking. Okay, two planes. Why? Shift your weight back and press down. Okay, left arm's gonna pull back. Pick up that right foot and step to the corner, both palms face the sky. Okay, bring that left arm underneath as you pick up. Now, leg and arm go out together. And then right palm strike, left hand overhead. Yes. All right. Do we have any questions? It's looking good from my end, for sure. All right. Yes. All right. I know this is hard, right? There's a lot of details we're talking about. The Yang family gives us all these details, which is really great. Some people love it. Some people, it's not their jam, right? So what do I want to do now? We're going to do the exact same thing. I want you to let go of every detail I just gave you and just feel the flow with your body. Okay. So just move in the way that feels good. If you have any sort of Tai Chi experience or any other background, you're just going to let go and just do what your body wants to do. That goes for everyone here. You've been with me, right? In one way or another, everyone here has experience. Time to let go, listen to your body, and just feel the flow. First, we're going to start with just this movement. So stepping out to the corner, right arm overhead, left palm striking. Take a deep breath, relax the arms. Just know you're going to flow. So just let the arms float down as you shift back. Then turn those palms up to the sky as you step. And then just float the left arm and leg out together. And then right palm. Oh, it looked different. I've probably felt different too. All right. So let's do it again, just that movement, and then we're going to link them together, okay? So right leg forward, right arm on top, left hand reaching out. All right. Shift your weight back. Let that right arm come out and float down. Left arm pulls back a little. Both palms face the sky as we step. Now left arm underneath, foot comes in. Arm and leg go out together, and then right palm strike. Yes. All right. Let's do it with the big turn now. Excuse me. Are you ready? All right. Here's where it comes, right? Because we learned the new move. Now, do we remember the other one we were working on earlier, right? So remember, you're going to have to look away from your screen. Okay. So have the clock up there for a reason, right? All right. So we're going to start from this corner-ish. We're a little less than corner. Okay. So say about 1 o'clock. All right. We're going to turn all the way through 6. And we're going to end up where? At 10:30. Okay. Now from 10:30, we're going to step to 7:30. Does that make sense? All right. So I want you to think we got to turn all the way around and then we're going to come a little bit back. All right. So let's try it together. We're going to do it a few times. So parting the wild horse's mane. Make sure we have a good bow stance. You can sink in naturally and step out. It's going to be very important. Left palm reaching the sky, right hand by your hip. All right. Shift your weight back. Level out the arms. Now remember, turn that leg and foot as far as you can, looking away from your screens. Turn towards your right. Keep turning to your right. Relax the right foot. Pick up that foot. Right arm comes underneath. Step to the corner. Hinge the right arm up. Left hand's in front of the shoulder. Now left palm strike. Turn that foot to straight. Fair lady work shuttles. Okay, pressing down. Shift your weight back. Pull that left arm back. Both palms are going to face the sky as we step. Shift that left arm underneath. Right arm's already facing that corner direction. Left arm and leg go out together. And then palm strike. Yes, looking good. All right, let's do it again. It's pretty hard, right? But you're doing so great, okay? Remember that learning through Zoom is hard, okay? It's hard to become aware of three-dimensional space, all right? For the most part, most of our forms go left and right, okay? Say 3 and 9 o'clock. but these movements in particular are to those corner directions. So we want to do our best to imagine that we're starting in center, okay? And then we have these true corner directions, okay? All right, so parting the wild horse's mane, right hand at your hip. Remember here, the thing I see the most is we're too open. Try to relax it in, okay? We're looking towards our left palm. You're gonna shift your weight back and level out the arms. Turn from your waist, turn towards your right, away from your screen. Keep turning to the right, relax the right foot and then pick it up. Right arm comes underneath and we're gonna step to 10-30. Now, little bit of weight moves forward as we ward off. Then rotate on that left heel. Fair lady work shuttles. Okay, shift your weight back to the left, press down. Left arm pulls back and rotates. Step. Shuttle the left arm underneath. Arm and leg go out together. And then right palm strike. Fair lady work shuttles. Yes, beautiful. Okay. So does anyone have any questions? We're feeling all right? Remember, we're going to practice, okay? We start every class with practice, okay? So, oh, don't sit down yet. We got 1 more minute. What does that mean? We have time to practice from beginning until this point, okay? We got to link it all together, okay? So we're going to end class by practicing everything we've learned so far and getting the feeling of that flow, okay? So starting and prepare. All right, shoulders width apart, head lifting up. Opening, rotate and let the arms float up. Shoulder height, shoulder width. Upper arms go down, forearms and then palms sit in front of your hips. Shift the weight to your left. Turn on your right heel 45 degrees. Right arm reaches out nice and long. Left arm bends underneath, stepping to 12 o'clock. Press down with that right arm. Hinge the left palm up. Ward off left. Torso's vertical. Shift some weight to your right. Turn everything on your left heel, leg, waist, arms. Rotate both arms. Now keep that left arm out and right arm comes underneath. Hinge the right arm up, press down with the left palm, ward off right. Rotate both arms like there's a string connected between them. Left palm to the sky, right palm seated. Shift your weight back, turn from your waist, arms go to the other corner, roll back. Left palm to right forearm. Expand up and out for press. Both arms open up nice and flat, shoulders width, come back. We're imagining over a ball, sit up the palms, and then push to shoulder height and shoulder width. Parting the wild horse's mane, shift some weight back. Right arm moves back as we turn our waist. Big circle with the arms. Left arm's gonna come underneath and step. Turn from your waist, leave that left arm turning, right hand to your hip. Shift your weight back, flatten the arms. Turn on your waist, turn away from your screen. Right palm faces the sky, keep turning to the right, pick up. Arm and leg arrive together. Little bit of weight as that right arm hinges. And then full bow stance with that left palm strike. Fair lady work shuttles. Now the other side, press down as you shift your weight back. Turn, both palms up as you step. Left arm shuttles underneath. Left arm and leg go out together, and then right palm strike. Fair lady works shuttle. All right, nice. Great work today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. I hope you have a great night. Oh, thank you, everyone.